friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I am here to film a March flip through of these three bad boys. So let's jump right in. So first up is my B6 Sterling ink. Currently it is in a Planner Perfect B6 leather, and it's called Summer. So yeah, let's start here with March. So if you don't know by now, I use Cocoa Daisy stuff pretty much exclusively because I like them and it's all encompassing and it's cute, and yeah. But having said, I did not love the March theme, which is like Western. I don't remember what it was called. Honestly, my spreads didn't turn out terrible and I didn't hate it, but it was hard and it wasn't my favorite. So there's that. But yeah, so it was a pretty busy month. Our Thursdays are always super busy because my daughter has my oldest has had a lot of like after school activities. Every Thursday, my youngest has gymnastics. So it's like, there's just a lot. Plus there was spring break in there. The kids were gone. My husband and son went to a scout overnight. It was just a lot. So that is my, whatever it is, my monthly, gosh. And then here is the first week. And I actually really like this one. I like the black and white with like the hints of the kind of the golden color. I think it turned out really good. And I always like it way better once it's filled in. And you'll see that my Saturdays and Sundays are always pretty busy sometimes, or empty. Sometimes I'll fill in like memories of stuff we did, but not always. So there's the first, like, I mean, technically these are the first 3 days, but, and then this first full week, the kids were gone, so I wrote down like memories and things that my husband and I did while they were gone, just because, you know, I don't know, because it's fun to do. And I always like put down books if I finished a book. So technically this was in February, but I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I finished A Court of Mist and Fury on the 2nd. On the 8th, I finished A Court of Wings and Ruin. So I always mark, I mean, I have a book journal, but I don't know, it's kind of fun to see it in here too. And then this was spring break week, obviously. So more memory stuff. Went to the zoo this day. I also finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. Not my favorite, but it wasn't, you know, it was a transitional book. A little less on the memories, but I also worked these 2 days. So there's that. We celebrated my son's birthday. I was very moody that day, apparently. And our couch broke. My husband was able to fix it, but it was sad. And then back into like normal. My kids were still off, but then, you know, we were right back into it. And, oh, I finished A Court of Silver Flames. Yeah. Palm Sunday, my mom's birthday. And then for the last week, because it was Easter, I did, my daughter just threw something into the room, a picture she drew. For this week of Easter, she drew a picture and threw it into me and said, message. Anyway, so because this was Easter and I really didn't want to use like this Western theme, this is a kit. It's a deco sheet in my shop. I think it's called Bunny. Still available. I did print it on transparent paper, which is not currently available on transparent, but I am hoping to eventually make that an option for all of my deco sheets. I just haven't done it yet. And then, you know, I did some memory stuff because my husband was off. Easter, I finished Bonded by Thorns, and I finished then the class reunion. I was reading like crazy. And yeah, I also want to show you in the back. So if you get the journaling, Cocoa Daisy journaling kit, you get a card with journaling prompts on it. I keep a personal journal that is just like however I'm feeling, whatever. But I decided to give the journaling prompts a try because I always ignore them. I did make a copy of it and print it on normal paper because those are so thick. So that way I could glue it in. And then I just answered them. I just went through just throughout the month randomly. So they're not dated or anything. It was just stuff I did throughout the month. So there's 10 prompts and I basically used like 3.5 pages to do it. So yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit doing, you know, something different. And there's not much to show back here, which is where I keep track of like my fitness stuff. Worked out. I took a recovery week because this was like spring break, and then back to working out. So yeah, so that is, I think don't think I missed anything, but that is my everyday planner. So let's go on to, I guess we'll go, this one was on top. My memory planner, 5-year journal, combination of both. So what I did not do is mark where March starts. So this is a A5 sterling ink 5-year journal. My daughter's watching Blippi while I film this, and she was gradually turning off the TV, which is very distracting in my brain. So anyway, I was saying that this is a A5 sterling ink 5-year diary. I use it for basically kind of memory keeping. It's mostly writing, honestly, so it's going to be kind of boring to flip through. But I basically just talk about whatever it is that I thought of for the day specifically. So I do journal every single day, but I don't always talk about the day itself in my personal journal. I talk about, whatever I'm feeling. So I do include quotes. So I was watching a show on YouTube on BuzzFeed that I love that's called Unsolved. And my daughter, my youngest, she's 5, looks over my shoulder and she goes, they're grown up, so they could fight. But kids can just risk it for the biscuit, and I would just attack. They were like ghost hunting or something. And it's like, so it's just writing down things that they say. I do include pictures. I just kind of I basically measure, leave a space, and then at the end of the month, I print it all on one paper. So like I finished this miniature thing that I was building. I finished another Woobles crochet kit. Fox, he looks a little sad, but I got him done. I think my whale turned out better, but then a picture of me and my husband. We went out to eat. The gremlins were back because those days basically my kids were gone at my parents' house and the gremlins came back. My son walked in the door and goes, "The gremlins are back." It's like, okay, bud. We went to the zoo. Include a family picture. My son got glasses. Look at him. He looks so handsome. It's taken a little bit to adjust to him being in glasses, but didn't take long. Let's see. Another conversation with Emma. We were walking down the street and she goes, "My dad is so silly. Why did you marry him if he's so silly?" I just started laughing. It's like, how do you respond to that? Then this was my son at the Omaha Zoo with my husband for their scout thing. The boys came back. It's mostly writing. It's not that exciting. Dyeing Easter eggs and then Easter. In the back, I do if I took a picture for the month. So I don't include everything in like my dailies, but if I took a picture, I will print it and put it back here. So I have a fair amount of pictures for the month. This is my cat. She's Stella. She's 16. A new desk for him. Doctor. She was painting. We were playing Jenga. I don't know. I took a picture of my husband on a walk. Why? I don't know. I just did. My fox. Our date. Zoo. At the eye doctor. Getting his glasses. Blowing out his candles. Our broken couch. My 2 youngest walking to school. She's wearing a hat that I had as a kid. I know these are hard to see because they're small. My son, my cat, she was so upset. She is obsessed with my husband. I mean, like absolutely obsessed. When I say my cat, I mean, he technically picked her out, but he picked her out for me because he used to be in the Marines and so he was gone and I wanted company and we lived at an apartment. So we got a cat and she does like me and she does sleep on me, but she is obsessed with him. And she was so upset that he was gone. And when he came back, she was laying on his arm. We were playing Villainous. We had a rainbow. My holiday cactus bloomed. Just picture of my daughter dyeing eggs and then Easter. So I've been doing this for every month and it's kind of fun to see like an overview of our month. Like I didn't take a lot of pictures in February. Why? I don't know. February is a tough month. But yeah, so that is my memory planner. And last is my reading journal. So this is a A5 Stalogy. And yeah, so I did meet my reading goal for the year. I don't keep track of like, oh, these were for this month. I just, coloring them in. I have not yet written down my favorite book for March yet. I need to still do that. I don't think I filled in anything here. I filled out another one here. The class reunion I read. I got several books. My husband took me to the bookstore while my kids were gone. And I had like books on, what is it, Pango? It's a book, like you can buy and sell books. And I had money on it, so I bought some books. So I have The Roommate Party, The Hunting Party, Crescent City, The Housemaid, Cruel Prince, Flawless, The Perfect Marriage, Where He Can't Get You. So those are a combination of the bookstore and that online place. And so I bought some books this month. And then, yeah, so let's flip to March. So I basically finished the ACOTAR series. I did DNF one in Piccadilly's Fields, which was a historical fiction. I had such high hopes, but I just couldn't. It was just too corny, and I was real disappointed. But, yeah. And I do need to mark down, I'm currently reading, well, I actually literally just finished a book, and I'll like write that down and put it into April. But I mean, I told you the books I read earlier. If you were listening, my favorite quote was, "Only you decide what breaks you, curse breaker, only you." And that was from A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I really like that. I haven't filled out my stats yet because I'm behind. So sorry if you want to know my stats, but I read 6 books. They were all physical. That's what I got. I haven't, and you know, you can see how many books that I bought, but I don't have my total pages read or my average star rating yet. And so then here is my kind of review. So basically I just print a copy of, or a picture of the book. I put my rating, my dates read, my pages, and then I just write whatever my thoughts were about the book. Sometimes obviously it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. It just kind of depends. There shouldn't be too many spoilers in this. My husband says my handwriting is hard to read from far away. But if you want to pause and read what my thoughts are about these books, feel free. If not, I can't promise there's not spoilers. Because I literally just write what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So just FYI, warning as well. I don't know. But there's the rest of the ACOTAR series. And then I have not printed yet out one for this book, which is Bonded by Thorns. So I still need to print a copy of that. But I just got a bunch of books from the library. I just got a bunch of books from the library, so I need to do like another, sorry, my daughter delivered another message. I need to print more book covers for all the books I just got from the library to read. So I still have to do that, but that's Bonded by Thorns. And then The Class Reunion. It's a pretty good book. It was a fast read. I enjoyed it. Let's see, if I had to make a decision now, I'm trying to decide. I really loved Court of Mist and Fury. I mean, obviously all 3 of these had 5 stars. But out of them, I feel like it would have to be A Court of Mist and Fury. I did like this one a lot more than I expected myself to, because, you know, like we were transitioning. We were no longer following this. I mean, the characters are still in it, but you're just following kind of a different, you transitioned. But I liked it a lot more than I thought, but I'm probably going to give it my favorite book to Court of Mist and Fury for March. So anyway, that's all I have. So those were my planners for the month of March. Pretty much, if you are interested in anything here, I have videos pretty much for everything. I don't have videos for these. But not that there's a lot here. I've done like a week in my 5-year diary journal before. And I've done, you know, update my reading journal things before as well, but nothing in this month. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to go because I have other things to accomplish today. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.